Hey babe, what you doing?
I'm checking out the stuff on the Carnival Horizon.
Man, I'm so ready for this trip this weekend. Girl, you just don't understand.
Too.
So what we gonna do? What you see? Excited?
Lip sync battle.
Yeah.
Oh my
wait a
God.
minute. Now, who gonna do that? You?
It sounds fun.
Okay. All right. What else?
And then of course all the food at the Guy's Pig and Anchor Smokehouse.
You missing something?
What?
Them Cafieri burgers, dog.
Oh, that was a given.
Man, come on now. Hold on, let me come around there where you at. Ugh, girl.
Oh my gosh.
Man, I'm excited. Let's. You know what? But you gotta pack.
Yeah.
You remember what to pack?
I mean, yeah, but then there's all the stuff we gotta remember for COVID safety and.
I'm gonna go get some stuff. You get some stuff, and then we'll see if it's the right stuff that we need for the trip. Cool?
Cool.
All right.
Hey guys, it's Addy, and I'm so excited to be back on the road again after being pinned up in the house for the last 16 months. So now that we're getting ready to pack for our next trip on the Carnival Horizon, there's a few things that we wanted to make sure that we don't forget. So we're gonna share with you our must-have things that we take on every cruise or every trip. First up thing that we pack is a non-surge protected outlet. This has extra USB ports because cruise ships, even though nowadays they give you a few in the cabin, this one gives you more, just so that you have extra power to charge all your stuff. Next up that we take, we put all of our clothing and things in packing cubes. We are team carry-on, so we use packing cubes to make things as concise and small as possible to fit into our carry-ons. Next up is a water bottle or refillable water bottle, collapsible water bottles. We use these because even though you may not get the drink package, there are things like tea, lemonade, and of course water that you can get on the cruise ship for free. You'll want to have your own cup because the cups that they give you on the ship are really tiny. That and a collapsible water bottle so that you can refill it at your leisure going on and off the ship. Sandwich baggies. These are a must, especially if your cruise ship is doing buffet. These are a must for having snacks in your cabin late at night when things shut down on the cruise ship. Some cruise ships don't offer a 24-hour buffet, and they sometimes don't have any snacks available to you after certain hours, and you don't always want to have to order room service. So pack some baggies when you go up to the buffet, fill up with some small snacks like some cheese or some bread or some fruit, and you'll have snacks in your cabin for later. Another thing that we always take are magnets or magnetic hooks. We use these to keep things kind of tidy in our cabin because we don't want papers or things laying all over the place. We use these to stick onto the magnetic walls of the cruise cabin, and then our cruise planner or papers or things that we want to give to the cruise steward are up and out of the way or in plain sight so they can see.
So just a few of the other items that we like to take with us on the trip. These are definitely must-haves. You got to have a good laundry bag. We prefer the mesh type, so that's definitely something that you got to have. When you just don't have time to iron beforehand or your clothes kind of get wrinkled when you pack, we like to take around some of the Downy Wrinkle Refreshener. Now this stuff comes in really handy, especially on formal nights when I got to pull out a suit or I need a shirt and I forgot to send it off to the laundry. I just and then we're all good there. Now this is a definite must-have for some of you. You gotta have your poo-pourri. That's for sure. You gotta have your poo-pourri. I'm pretty sure you understand what that means, the poo-pourri. Maybe a little spray can of Lysol. If you just want to have your room smelling good all the time, grab you a Glade air freshener and your room is guaranteed to smell fresh whenever you come back in and you just want to chill and relax. I like to take my noise canceling headphones with me. These are really, really good. Addy likes to bring along her little AirPod case with her little AirPods in them. But any type of headphone or listening device will definitely work. So we like to bring out some checkers. And we also like to play a little Jenga. Or go old school, some spades, solitaire. No matter what, these are all great items that I think everybody should take with them when they go on a cruise or any trip.
Of course, you can't forget to take any prescription meds that you might need to take along with you, but always remember to pack some extra. You don't want to be out there and your medicine get misplaced. We like to use a pill bottle, but just also make sure you take as many as you would need plus some extra. Some hand sanitizer, and of course, extra masks. We like these ones because they give you lots of extra room to breathe and they don't get hot. We also like to use the disposable ones because once we're done with them, we can get rid of it and throw it away and just put on a new fresh mask.
And I almost forgot, there's still a couple of other things, especially if this is your first time cruising, you're probably gonna feel a little wobbly. So one of the things that I like to bring along with me are a couple of ginger chews to help settle my stomach just a little bit. You never know what may happen where. I also suggest bringing a first aid kit in case you scrape your knee while you're doing an excursion or anything like that happens. You definitely want to have that. And one of the things that Addy and I don't really use on a cruise because we're pretty good when we're out on the water is Dramamine or some type of seasickness medication. But just a few other things I think may help you out when you're on a cruise. Now we've come to the part of the video that I absolutely love because if you didn't know it by now, I'm a gearhead. You may be wondering, what is it that you should be taking when you go on a trip? If you want to capture some great family memories, or maybe you want to do some vlogging like us, just got a couple of things. First off, you got to be able to carry everything, so you got to have a good, dependable bag. It could be a backpack like this, it could be a book bag, whatever you can put your equipment in that's going to keep your stuff safe. That is definitely something you need. Of course, with this particular one, I've got a lot of different pockets and whatnot that I can use in there.
Terry might be the techie one, but a few things that I always have to make sure that he packs are a few of our extra cables. We want to make sure that everything is able to be charged and that everything is able to be ready to go. So we like to use these little cord keepers to make sure our cords stay nice and together and don't get all tangled while we're packing things. And if you're going to pack all those extra cables, make sure you take extra blocks.
This is more of an advanced tip. You're going to want to stabilize that footage. So with that, I recommend, especially if you have a phone or an iPhone and an Android device, DJI makes a fantastic gimbal called the OM4. This is what Addy uses whenever she's filming herself in some of her B-roll. It just opens up, you snap your phone on, turn it on, and you're go. Super smooth footage. Even if you don't have a gimbal, most phones today have some type of stabilization in it. When we travel, we rock the 12 Pro. I have the 12 Pro Max with the built-in stabilization. This device right here will pretty much take care of everything you need, from video to photos to editing right here on this device. So the phone, or as they say, the camera in your pocket, is the best one that you have.
Another thing that we like to make sure that we pack is an SD card reader. This is so that we're able to take all of the footage from the camera and put it onto the computer.
I normally bring the Fuji X-T4, which is filming me right now, but I'll also bring backup, which is my Fuji X-T3 mirrorless camera with interchangeable lenses in case I want to get wide or I want to zoom in.
Other things that we like to take along or have multiple of when we're going on our trips is to have multiple lenses. We'll have extra lenses for our cameras so that we're able to get multiple views and different kinds of perspectives, and we'll have those for the camera, and we also have the ones for our phones from Moment lenses. This one is our tele and this one is the wide lens. That way we're able to use our phones to get different perspectives and have multiple lenses.
You don't want to hold your camera all the time. Maybe there's some situations that you want to get in, do some selfies by yourself. Then I suggest definitely bringing yourself a travel tripod. These things come in so handy. You've probably seen a lot of YouTubers use these when they're talking. You'll probably see us, doing this thing here. These things are great and come in handy. And one thing you absolutely cannot forget, regardless of whether you're rocking a camera or a phone, is you gotta have some batteries and a battery charger of your choosing, whichever goes with your device. These are just a few of the things that I like to bring with me on every single trip, and I think they will help you out as well.
Another thing that we like to take along are ND filters. These are like sunglasses for your camera lenses. If the sun is too bright outside and it looks crazy, this is what you need to make your pictures look like they have the correct exposure. And lastly, what we like to bring along, if it is allowed in the area that we're going to, is our handy dandy friend, a drone. Drones are able to give you all kinds of perspectives that you normally wouldn't be able to get, like the overhead shots or the aerial footage of the areas that you're in.
So those were just a few of the things that we like to take with us whenever we go on a cruise, whether it's for health and wellness, whether it's our camera gear. I want to know, what are some of the things that you like to carry when you travel or go on the cruise? Please leave some of that in the comments. We'd love to interact with you and we'd love to hear from you. So just go ahead, drop down there in the comments and tell us, what do you take? If there's something that we missed on our list that you think would be helpful for us, let us know as well, because we always love to learn new things and new tips and new tricks, right?
Absolutely. Also, be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already, and click that bell notification so you are notified when we post something new. We would love it if you helped out the channel that way.
And we'll see you in the next one.